Hi, it's Raphael, or Raphael the Realtor. This video is about appraisals versus home inspections. Hopefully you've seen my home inspection video. If you haven't, it should be here somewhere on the page, and it'll tell you basically what a home inspection is, which is a home inspection is like a general checkup with your doctor. It's not super invasive, but the basic idea is to make sure that your house, just like your body, is in good health and there aren't any major issues that they notice that need to be fixed. So same thing, that's how your home inspection is. The appraisal is a little bit different. The appraisal is like your checkup before you go get a job. So some jobs, depending on the field you're in, if you're going to become a police officer, if you're going to go into the military, if you're an athlete, you're going to have a special kind of checkup they're going to do from the employer's standpoint and from your insurance's standpoint to make sure that you're a good candidate for this job. And that inspection is going to, one, check your health, and two, kind of determine your value. Because, if you're an athlete with a tweaky knee, you're not going to get paid as well as an athlete at your same skill level who has a perfect knee. Those kind of things are going to affect you. Same thing with your house. When it comes to your appraisal, the first checkup or the appraisal is going to make sure the house is in good health. They don't want the house falling on you. They don't want any safety issues to pop up, because until you pay your mortgage, the house isn't yours. The house belongs to the bank. It's their investment. So they want a house that isn't going to collapse and turn into rubble because they lose their investment. So you have to understand that the appraisal and the appraiser is working for the bank. Their job is to make sure the bank has a sound investment, not necessarily you have a sound investment. And that's why we always make sure you get a home inspection separately. So the appraiser comes through, he does his inspection, make sure the house is good. Then after that, he does a value determination where he looks at other houses that sold in the neighborhood and says, hey, based on what I saw in this house and these other houses that I've seen, your value comes out to X amount. So for you, after that is done, they're going to send that to the appraiser or to the lender, and the lender is going to come back to us and let us know if we got the okay to close. And that basically is going to mean that they're going to look to make sure we have the value. Is the value that the appraiser said the house is worth, is that the same amount that's on the contract or more? So if we put in if there was an offer for $500,000, we want the house to appraise for $500,000 or more. And then the other thing they're going to ask us about is repairs. Sometimes the lender's going to look at the house and say, you know what, the electrical is out of date. That needs to be updated before we lend you money. And so the lender's going to make sure that you're up to date with the things they need you up to date with to make it a sound investment for them. So it might be getting electrical fixed, getting holes fixed, patching up termite issues. All of those things are going to be very important for the lender. Some houses you're going to run into a situation, you're not going to have any problems, everything's going to close quickly. Some of them, the lender's going to say, we aren't going to give you the money until you repair X, Y, and Z. And then we rush to get those things repaired. So that's a very important part of the appraisal process and something that a lot of people don't know. When it comes to home inspections, the home inspection information doesn't really affect the appraisal. If the appraisal says it's okay and in the home inspection we find issues, the bank will still loan you the money even if the home inspector finds issues that the home inspector finds issues that the appraiser didn't. And so the appraisal is really important as far as you getting money from the bank and as far as the buyer getting money from the bank so that they can continue on with the deal. If you don't get enough money from the bank, let's say that offer was $500,000 and we come in the appraisal somewhere around $450,000, that's going to be a $50,000 discrepancy. The bank isn't going to lend you $500,000. They're only going to lend you $450,000. So if they're only lending you $450,000, you need to come up with the $50,000 elsewhere. And so that's one of the scarier parts of appraisals for most people. If you're a seller, if you're a buyer, you want that appraisal to come in at a number. So sometimes you're selling your home and you say, I want to sell my home for $1 million. That's nice, but if the bank says your home's only worth $600,000, whoever's buying your home is going to have to come in with $400,000 to make up that difference. And that can affect how easy it is for you to sell your home. So you always want to try to have your home at the price that the market dictates, because then the banks will be willing to give money for that and you'll be able to get your home sold quickly. If you're a buyer, you run into a situation where the home didn't appraise for as much. At that point, we go back and we negotiate with the seller and we say, hey, we were willing to buy it at 500, but a lot of that money was going to be from the bank. The bank's only giving us 450, so we need to ask you for a discount. You need to reduce the price that we're going to pay. And at that point, a negotiation happens and we figure out how we can make it work. Usually the seller will come down knowing, hey, if the bank's only going to give 450, that's what the bank's going to get. That's the price of the home. And they'll agree to go with it. When it comes to repairs, that's a little bit more tricky because the deal cannot close without those repairs getting done. So those repairs have to be done before we can move forward. And that's another place where a negotiation needs to happen to figure out how to get those repairs done quickly and in the most convenient, speedy time frame to get the deal moving smoothly. Okay? So when it comes to appraisals and home inspections, definitely there's something you want to have done. You want to have them done quickly, as soon as possible, and you want to make sure that you're talking with your agents and making sure that you're getting all the information so that your house is a solid, good prepared house before the appraisals. Little things like not having your smoke detectors or carbon monoxide, those things can tank an appraisal and you don't want that to happen to you. So definitely talk to your agent, be prepared for your appraisals, for your home inspection, pass them quickly and close the deal. All right? So like I always say, you can't be the best at everything, but you can choose to work with the best agent who gives you great information for free. All right, talk to you later. Have a good one.